Welcome back to another episode of Across the Bifrost. This is Dr. Norbert coming to you from the mean streets of Manhattan, looking to knock down some of those horrible web warriors flitting around causing problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're with me. Hooray.
I'm with you. Sorry. Hello, everyone. I'm Jamie. I was distracted because I picked up my harmonica, and it felt right to play it at that moment because we were talking about the streets where you were from. And not many people know that you were in a band and you played harmonica.
I did. And you're inspired now to pick it up yourself? Is that what's going on here?
I've been asking you for lessons and you keep ignoring me.
You've asked once and hadn't brought it up since, so okay.
Yeah. Well, I put it on my desk. I put it on my desk right in front of me to remind me to ask you. So there you go.
Okay. What branding key did you get?
I got I don't know, but it's C. It's in C.
C, yeah, that's a pretty ordinary one. I
can't read the... Yeah, but I figured that you can just rock out in A minor blues and that kind of gets you most places.
Look at you already doing some research.
Listen, I know music, or I'm not an idiot. You know, not many people know this. They think that our intro music is AIR. Our intro music is my band.
Right, I know.
Right?
It specifically shows the one lick that I really liked.
The one riff of ours that you like, of the 60 that we've released, the one riff that you like is the ATB intro music. Yeah, there you go.
Seriously, really quick, who makes your harmonica? Or is it from a Cracker Jack?
I don't know, I can't read it. Drew Horn. Can you read that? It's backwards.
Yeah, no. Oh, okay.
It's just some like Amazon one. I won't worry about it.
Okay, all right. Okay, I just want to see how deep you went. That's all.
Oh, wait, maybe it says Dr. Horn.
Yeah, it could be Hohner is the is the major harmonica manufacturer.
No, I know that.
It's a Chinese knockoff. They add a D at the beginning, and suddenly it's similar, vaguely similar, but not really.
Yeah. Yeah. I just assumed Dr. Horn was your stage name when you were in the band.
No, it wasn't. No, I had another stage name, but we're going to carry on now with the Spider Foes because we're going to talk about the Spider Foes box now.
Not the box; it's the starter set.
Starter set, yes,
Whoa.
Yeah. So tell everybody what has AMG done, and is it any good?
Well, I genuinely think that the starter sets are the best thing they've ever done for the game.
Yeah.
So previously, if you want to try and get into the game. As you and I have tried really hard, right, to get people into the game over the years, Norbert, we've worked really hard to do that. It's quite it's easy to show them the game. Be like, oh, you see that car? You could just throw it at me. It's quite easy to sell the game. But then when they're interested in it, you're like, yeah. So to get into it, you have to buy this core box, and that costs like £120. And it comes with like some Avengers and some Cabal, and they're like, what's a Cabal? Mm-hmm. And it gets a bit awkward. So there's a little bit of a hump to kind of get someone into the game, because they have to buy the core set. They can buy like the rulers and the dice separately, but they don't quite get the tokens. It just gets a bit awkward, right?
Right.
But these starter sets are designed to get people into the game by letting them choose an affiliation that they love. And they've started with Spider Foes and X-Men. As the first starter sets, and that is because those are the coolest affiliations.
It is kind of interesting that they chose those two to start with, which is interesting.
Yeah, I think X-Men are a fan favorite for sure, right? Definitely. And I feel like Spider Foes, they're not represented in many other games. So I think if you're into this, and the Spider-Man cartoon was super popular.
Yeah.
So my theory is that Spider Foes are really popular in this game because you can actually like be all of them. You can be the characters from the cartoon, and it's like quite cool to have access to them. That's my theory anyway. And you know, X-Men are a fan favorite because they're amazing.
Yeah. No, sure. Now, they've been releasing affiliation boxes before, which come with like a whole bunch of characters from a particular affiliation.
Yeah.
How are these boxes different from an affiliation box?
So these are starter sets, which means they come with the rulers and the dice and some crisis and a bunch of tactics cards. Is everything you need to have your first... Tokens, yep, sorry, thank you. With the new Bleed token design, everyone's very excited about that. They've changed. This is the third design of Bleed we've had, and
is this blue? Like blue? Is that?
Yeah, it looks like blood.
What's happened? What was the one prior to this? Second gen?
The one in the second core set, it was like a blood but with a damage marker in it. So to like signify like, oh, you take damage from this, I guess.
Right,
but it looked too similar to a damage token. So lots of people were really annoyed about that design. So they've changed that, which is great. So basically if you buy this box, and they're like £60-70, right?
Yeah.
What's that in dollars? Like $400 or something?
Oh,
whatever.
Dollars these days. Tariffs, no tariffs, sometimes whatever. Tariffs,
they are exceptionally cheap. It's basically the price of like 2 boxes. Equals a starter set now, which is insane value. So you get all the rulers, all the dice, all the tokens, everything you need to start playing.
AMG's web or Asmodee's website in the States pricing this at $95, which is like full price, right? So you're never going to actually pay that amount.
Yeah, you can find it cheaper.
Yeah, way cheaper. But yeah, it's an amazing. I have been letting you take the lead here, but I have to say this is just exactly what people want. It's literally everything that you want to in a box to play the game. Like it has everything you want with just a focused set of characters. The only thing you actually let go when you don't buy the core set is you don't get any terrain with this. Which
that's true. Yeah,
I think for most people is okay. And also they've started releasing terrain kits or sets rather.
Yeah.
So you can get like lots of terrain separately if you want to. And they have so many different themed terrains. It's probably easier now. If you don't want to get like the city street one and you want just the cosmic one, you can get just cosmic stuff.
Yeah. Also worth mentioning that MCP terrain, the rules wise are completely 2-dimensional. So you can just slap down anything. You just put down, just to get learning the game, put down a bunch of like biscuit boxes and like phone chargers and stuff. It's fine. So you don't actually need terrain to get started.
All right. And I'm just looking at, we're not going to read them all, but you get, I don't know, like 20. Oh, it actually says here, why am I doing this? It's 21 Team Tactics cards.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now, the one thing that's a little funny is that it only comes with, only in quotes, 6 crisis cards, which I think back in the day was when you had three secures and 3 extracts to deal with. And now, of course, you have to bring 5, but everything's print on demand, so it's fine.
Yeah, I actually played a game against someone the other day, and it was like their maybe 4th game ever, and they only had one of these starter sets, so they didn't have enough crisis, and they were like, "Can we just use both for your crisis?" So that's just totally fine, right?
Yeah,
just to get playing. If you don't care about competitive or whatever, building the best list, just show up and be like, "I don't have enough cards. Let's use your cards."
Yeah, or you can use Jarvis's protocol. Jarvis's protocol, you can create rosters in it. We highly recommend it, and it has a random pick crisis button on it. So you just show your opponent that the 5 crises that you have, then you hit the button with them witnessing it, and then you both can see what crisis came up. So you don't even need a card.
Yeah, there you go. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We can talk about CP box number.
Well, it is CP272. And we're going to be carrying on this review for some time because there are 10 characters in this box. A lot of characters to go through. Some we've done already, I think. Maybe not.
Potentially. I don't think we have.
Okay. I don't think so. Yeah. These are old enough, which is one of the reasons.
We're in a really privileged position where we've only been doing the podcast for just over a year. So we haven't started doubling up yet.
Yeah.
So we might get there eventually. But yeah, I think we're going to go through all these. And we should mention, we have this box to give away.
Oof. Wow. Yeah. Amazing. What do people need to do if they want to get this box?
Just become a patron.
That's it. Okay.
Just follow the link below and become a patron. And once these episodes are out, then we will pick a random patron and you will get sent the Spider Foes starter set.
Okay. I just want to point out that I was making it much harder for the audience to get a free box with all kinds of weird scenarios and situations. Meanwhile, you're just like, sign up and you get a box.
Yeah, that's because I'm excited. Starter sets are cool. Starter sets are cool and they're good for the game, and I think that more people should enjoy them. And also, if you already own some of these characters and you win the starter set, use it to get someone into the game.
Yes,
right?
Yes, that's the
How good
best
is that? No barrier to entry.
Maybe that's what we do. If you pay it forward, you get another free box. Maybe that's how.
No more box rules. All right, I'm struggling to get these boxes as it is. There's a reason why we haven't done the X-Men starter set one. It's not even available at the moment.
Oh, so really?
We're starting here, yeah.
Okay.
Why is it not available, Norbert? Because X-Men are cool and they've been sold out.
They're sold out. That's just like the original Hulk model was during the pandemic. That bad boy was off the shelves immediately. Yeah. Do we know what other starter boxes are coming out?
We don't. I think we're going to get some at Adepticon. That's my guess.
Okay.
So right now,
none announced. Okay. All right. Yeah. I thought there were, but okay. I believe you. What else do you get for being a Patreon aside from a potentially free box?
Potentially free box. You get access to our Patreon episodes where we tend to interview winners of affiliations or experts in affiliations.
Yeah.
I just interviewed one of was the number 1 Dormammu player in the world. I'm gearing up to interview AJ, who just won an event with New Mutants, which
twice.
I thought was impossible.
He's done it twice now. Right?
I don't think he won an event twice. He did very well in an event.
The prior one, he went 3-1 at least. If not 4-0.
He's doing exceptionally well with New Mutants, so I need to find out how he's doing that. So these are the kind of episodes that we do. We had our team tournament back in January, and Norbert interviewed every single person that was undefeated there.
Right.
So yeah, basically it's the kind of deeper content that goes a bit more into like the strategy and how to win games kind of stuff.
You could say it. It's the sweaty side of the ATB.
Sweaty side. I'm trying to think of a better word than sweaty, but yeah, it's the sweaty side. Yeah,
sweaty side. This is the clammy side. That's okay. What else do Patreons get?
They're getting a bunch of giveaways. We're giving away loads of cards and stuff. I'm constantly back and forth from the post office sending out foil cards. And we also just started our first Patreon-only TTS.
That is amazing.
League,
that is
which
so
is really fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, really cool. And we've got like a cool bingo sheet associated with it. The A Goose, one of our patrons, made for us.
Yeah.
And you can do some silly things and, whatever. So basically there's going to be prizes for the person that wins at the bingo and prizes for people that win the actual league itself. So yeah, it seems to have gone down a lot better than I thought it would. So
it's
I think
really
we can do
good.
some more.
Yeah, it's really good. I think we're due for another After Dark TTS game between ourselves and a bottle of whiskey. So if you're interested in the unfiltered side of the business when our producer doesn't have any control of the situation, become a patron and ask to see another one of our streams, and then you'll be privileged to.
I know exactly what list I want to run into next time. So yeah, let's do that.
Exciting. All right, let's get to it. CP272 is the box. We are going to start right at the top with the one of the OG Spider foes, the Green Goblin.
Ah!
Yes.
Sorry, wait, that should be more of a goblin laugh, right?
Oh, yeah. How does he laugh?
Is that Goblin?
Yes.
I feel like half the characters in this box probably laugh like that, actually.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a thing. That's how you get into the club.
Yeah.
You got to nail the
laugh. Yeah.
This is Norman Osborn. We're not doing any lore because we had to bang through a lot of these episodes to get through these boxes.
Everyone knows who Green Goblin is. Come on.
I used to be a scientist myself.
Somewhat of a scientist yourself.
Yeah.
Are you a scientist or are you a doctor?
Scientist doctor.
You're a scientist.
Yes,
okay.
Just like Green Goblin. Yeah, Norman Osborn.
Like Green Goblin.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that comparison, is there?
Nothing problematic about that.
No. Okay, Green Goblin. He is one of the leaders of the Spider Foes. In fact,
he's the only leader in the box.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the leadership. If you buy this box and you're new, this is the leadership you're going to be using. So we'll go deep into that.
Cool. He's a fourth threat character. He is also affiliated with Criminal Syndicate. So if you buy that Criminal Syndicate affiliation box, you could use him there if you wanted to. I don't think he's in that box. So you're not going to double up.
No.
Okay. Let's talk about his stats then. As he's a fourth threat, he's actually on a medium-sized base, which is kind of a funny meme about the Spider Foes. Like a lot of them are on medium bases for some reason.
Medium bases, yeah.
I don't know why, but that's how it worked out. And he's
because they have like spiders just swinging around them all the time, and they're too clumsy to kind of catch them. So they got to be big, clumsy medium bases or large bases.
Gotcha.
That's my take. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a good reason, good tech reason. And let's see. His stats are 4 physical, 3 energy, 3 mystic. He's got 7 hit points on the front side, only 5 on the back side. He is size 3. He's kind of big. And he moves medium. This is an odd stat line for a fourth threat, don't you think?
It definitely is, yeah. This is one of those rare MCP models that change quite drastically between their healthy and injured side. So, yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. But, yeah.
I'm just having some whiskey. You were supposed to keep going on that moment there. Thanks a lot, pal.
I'll keep going now. Leadership. Let's talk about the leadership. Can we start there?
Just swallowing. It's all good. Yeah, let's talk about his... Oh, actually, sorry. Does he have some stats that change aside from his hit points? Yes. Oh my God, how could I have forgotten that?
Yeah, it goes crazy.
He goes crazy on his backside, which is really so thematic. This is one of these cards that, like you said, they don't happen as much. Earlier on in the game, I think they happen more often where they would have a radical change from side to side. That doesn't happen so often anymore, but this one does. So sorry, let me start over. It is on the front side, 4 physical, 3 energy, 3 mystic defense with 7 hit points. But on the backside, he drops to 3 physical, 3 energy stays the same, but mystic goes up to 5. 5 mystic, but again, 5 hit points only.
He goes crazy.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, that's just so thematic. It's perfect.
It's very fun. Yeah, it's very fun.
But yeah, it's not like your typical fourth threat. Does this make him like problematic somehow? Like if you looked at a fourth threat with this backside stat line, I think you'd be concerned.
Yeah, for sure. This is low stamina in today's economy. I mean, we know that there are stamina changes coming for a lot of characters. Maybe Green Goblin's one of them. So I don't want to go too far into that in case this episode comes out a bit later. But he's definitely supposed to be easier to take out on his injured side, right? And that's the whole thing, is he's quite formidable on the healthy side. And the part of his defensives is that you don't want to flip him.
Yeah.
And I find that I just want to ignore Green Goblin, but when he's flying around doing pumpkin bombs from range 4 and he's doing hit and run, it's quite hard to ignore. So he's actually like his defensive tech is not necessarily on the card, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's subtle, in more subtle ways. Have you played Green Goblin yet?
I have not played as him. I played against him a ton.
Yeah, he had a minor resurgence recently.
He of all my very few apocalypse losses, a lot of them are against Green Goblin leadership.
Yeah,
I think something about just like poking through the odd bit of damage on the horseman just really seems to work. So yeah, Green Goblin's having a bit of a resurgence. All the Spider Foes players that are like in the know, you know, all the best ones that we know, they tend to lean towards Green Goblin, and I think that's really interesting.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, his leadership is called Oscorp Weaponry. Once per turn, when an allied character is attacking, during the modify opponent's dice step, it may reroll one opposing defense die. Yeah. Now, what does that do for you? Aside from removing, making it, weakening how many successes you have, but there's no like triggers and things on defense that you can think of that you may want to reroll. Would you? Do you?
When you're attacking. Yeah, if you're attacking Bishop or Captain Marvel, they have that reverse pierce thing. So if they have a wild,
all right, yes,
they can use their wild to make you lose an attack dice and your trigger. So you could use the leadership on that. That's super niche, though. That is very rare.
Gambit, though, has it too.
Good point. Yeah, Gambit counts wilds for 2.
Yeah.
So yeah, it comes up handily there. But for the most part, you're just using this to kind of ping 1 extra damage through.
Right.
And obviously it's not guaranteed because you're re-rolling it, but the dice in MCP are stacked for attacks, not for defense. So if you're re-rolling a defensive success, there's a good chance that you won't get another success.
Right. Yep.
So this is pretty good, you know. I mean, we know about Pierce. Pierce on attacks is good, and this is kind of that. It's like a chance for a Pierce once per turn. So if you're playing a team that's just attacking loads, this comes up a fair amount. And over the course of the game, you know, you're going to be dealing 6, 7, 8, 9 more damage than you should be.
Do you have any kind of rule of thumb about when you decide to use it, since it's only once per turn?
That's a good question. I think it's because you can do it like towards the end of the dice rolling stuff, right? So you can see the full result. I think it's when you're already dealing some damage and you want to push through extra. So like, say they're blocking 2 and you're doing 4. You're like, well, I could turn this good attack into a great attack. And I'm going to use leadership now. I think, just basically just do it as soon as you can. Yeah. Because if you risk holding on to it, and then next attack, maybe they block 3 and you're in doing 1 damage, and suddenly...
Okay, that's cinched it for me, because I always wonder, like, well, okay, maybe the next one will be just like a mediocre attack, but this ability will then make it a good attack. But you're saying that you could risk the next one doing bupkis. And
bupkis. Yeah, I did say that. I think I said that exact word. Yeah, that word that I've never said in my life. Yeah.
I was about to use a more British thing, but our producer's hand was already on the button.
Diddly squat.
Yeah,
the next attack might do diddly squat. Yeah, so I think just as soon as you have an opportunity to deal an extra damage with this, do it. I reckon. You know, all right. I think 9 times out of 10, you'll be fine to just do that.
Cool. All right, that's good. Helpful to know. All right, let us get into his attacks, which change a lot. So we're going to do this as best we can. So the first one is called Pumpkin Bonds, the classic. Is listed as physical, but it actually could be physical or energy, up to you. It's range 4, which is delightful, and 5 dice damage, cost 0. And it is his builder. He gets power equal to damage dealt. He's got 1 trigger on it, a wild one, which is called Bag of Tricks. And then before damage is dealt, you get to put either bleed, poison, or incinerate on the target, those are great ones. I mean, certainly bleed and incinerate. And these days, poison is becoming more and more important.
Yeah, for sure. And because it's range 4 and he's a medium move, there's a good chance you're getting this off on someone round 1. And especially web warriors who hate being poisoned because their power economy is so tight. If you can move, chuck a poison on one of them, that's really bad for them. So that's quite cool. But yeah, incinerate. I think most of the time you're going with incinerate here, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It goes with the leadership, right? Yeah. They're rolling less defense dice, and then your leadership gets to reroll one of them. I think it just doubles down on the I'm going to beat you up now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice to have these options because sometimes they're immune. We found out recently that poison is the most common immunity, didn't we, Norbert?
Yeah.
in MCP. So yeah, maybe, or if they're a robot, they're immune to bleed, so you make them incinerated. So this is a good, it's a good set
Selection.
of conditions. Yeah.
Now, on his backside, the strength of the attack goes from 5 dice to 6, actually, which is really respectable.
Yeah. That is good for a full threat as well.
Yeah, I was going to say 5 is probably a little bit middle of the road, maybe a little underwhelming, but 6 really turns out to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first difference. All right. His second attack is called Knight of the Goblin. Again, you get to choose if it's physical or energy.
We should quickly shout out, energy is the most sought after damage type right now, right?
Yeah, exactly. It is the overall the weakest defense in the game.
Having energy is very good.
Yeah. Right. This is range 3, 7 dice this time, but it costs 4 power. If the attack deals damage after the attack is resolved, the target character gains the poison and incinerate special conditions. Just free stuff.
I like that trigger as well. If the attack deals damage, which your leadership can help with, right? Like it's quite important that I deal damage.
Yes.
So I'll use the leadership to get both those conditions off. That's cool.
That is always a little squeaky time for me. Like, I got to really squeak this one damage through, please, please.
Have you played much Goblin yourself?
Ages ago when he first came out. Yeah. Did I tell you about my pandemic story, putting him together?
No.
Oh, yeah. So it was pandemic time. It was hard to get models. And so when you got one, you were very happy and you counted yourself lucky. Anyhow, it was the middle of the winter and I'm putting the model together and I got called to dinner. And so I left the stuff there, had dinner, and came back and then finished putting them up. And then I went downstairs and tossed the sprue and the box and stuff into the bin, right?
Yeah.
Come back upstairs and I'm taking a look at the rest of the pieces that I was supposed to put together to finish off the model. And I realized his little pouch, the pouch with all the pumpkin bombs in it, is missing.
Oh, no.
I was like, so
I threw the pouch out.
Well, I was looking around. First, I'm like looking around everywhere on the floor and stuff. It's like, no, couldn't find it. It's just a tiny little square, the pouch, right?
Yeah.
Then it's raining, like a rainstorm shows up and it's like, it is thundering, and not thundering, but like really heavy rain is falling down. And so I'm like, maybe it's in the bin? I don't know. But so I go downstairs. It's raining so hard, I can't get to the bin. It's just pouring. So I'm like, all right, let me stand here for a few minutes. But no, it wasn't wrong. So I said, again, it was pandemic. I wasn't going to lose this model. And so I managed to open the bin thing because it's one of these big, like council-sized bins, and I had my flashlight torch there. And you would not believe it. Somebody had put down a cardboard box in the bin that brought the level of the bin up to where my arms could reach. And sitting on top of that was the one sprue that I tossed out, and I clearly saw the little pouch.
Oh my God.
Attached to the sprue on it. So I was able to reach it. I just barely was able to pick it up with my fingers, and I got it out. I felt like I was like a miracle.
What a green goblin miracle. Look at that. You really are Norman Osborn. See?
Yeah, boy. And so I was very carefully putting that pouch on. That pouch was...
Yeah, nice. I was just looking at the pouch in the artwork. Why does he have a pouch? Considering how high-tech his glider is, you'd think he'd have some sort of loading mechanism.
Well,
but he's just got a little purse.
It's for flair. Goblin. It's for, it's part of the costume. It's good.
That gets in the way.
No. It's flair. It's not everything is AI these days, Jamie.
The practicalities, yeah, fair enough.
Okay, what do we think of these two attacks, though? Pumpkin bombs at Knight of the Goblin. Oh, I'm sorry, one more thing about the Knight of the Goblin. On the injured side, its cost goes down to 3 from 4.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, which makes it very cost effective. 3 power for 7 dice, range 3, with that, special conditions added to it. That seems really good.
Yeah. That is pretty good. I like that. Because he's going to have a bunch of power when he flips, right? Because he's taken all that damage, so he can start double spendering. That's cool. Yeah, these attacks are cool. I like the range on pumpkin bonds is what makes him really scary to me. It's the range 4, and then he's got hit and run, which we're going to get onto. I think that it means he sort of ends up being like a mobile turret character.
Yeah.
That you kind of don't want to hurt, so he's sort of safe, which is this is a good kit for a leader, right? Because he's standing at the back, kind of out of harm's way.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think they're nothing flashy, but really good. That range attack is good. I mean, just think of Black Bolt. He's essentially that, and he's on a small base instead of a medium base.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's going to get tricky because he's got a bunch of superpowers. I'm actually going to skip to some innate superpowers because they are similar.
You said it's going to get tricky. You didn't go straight to trick or treat.
I know.
Come on, man.
I totally let it down. Oh, man. All right. So the first innate that he has is flight, which is no surprise. He's running around on his glider everywhere, which is pretty cool. And the other one, which is a fun one, which I wish they would do more with, honestly, in the game, even though it doesn't come up terribly often, but he's got arch nemesis against Peter Parker.
Yes, which is very rare. I don't think I've ever seen it come off. Have you?
No. But back when I was playing it, it was just core box Peter Parker. And nobody liked him even back then.
Yeah.
So who's Peter Parker now? Core box Spider-Man, then...
Spectacular Spider-Man.
Okay, and Amazing Spider-Man.
Amazing Spider-Man, yeah.
Is that it? Those
That's
three?
it.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens? When attacking Peter Parker, this character may modify or reroll skull results and may reroll any number of attack dice. He really wants him dead. At the start of this character's activation, if there is a non-dazed enemy Peter Parker within 3 of this character's first action must be an attack action targeting that Peter Parker, if possible. Naturally.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. I love it. It's very cool and thematic. Yes, they ignore what they're doing and they have to just go after Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I would love to know if this comes up in any of your games.
Maybe somebody could win a free...
No, free box. Just let us know that it happened. I just want to know.
Just like that. You expect people to do it.
Yeah, just because it's cool and fun to tell us that you got arch nemesis off.
Okay. Considering how many web warriors there are out there, kidding aside, I'm surprised this doesn't happen more often.
Yeah, I think because Green Goblin's not that popular, right? I don't fully agree with that. I think he should be a little bit more popular, and then go into Peter Parker. I mean, it's pretty good. The game plan into web warriors is to daze and KO them as quickly as possible. So this is actually a good thing.
Yeah, into Specky, I think in particular, this is not good news.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Okay, that's it for the similarities. If you go onto his backside, he has one more innate superpower, which is super fun, called Unstable Psyche. This character cannot interact with or hold objective tokens. Ooh. But during the power phase, roll 5 dice. For each crit, wild, or hit roll, this character gains 1 power.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's cool. He's crazy.
He
goes crazy, and he has 7 health on his healthy side. So I think there's a good chance that he flips and has like 9, 10 power, right?
Yeah,
because of this.
If you're flipping, you want to be in the middle of things because you're just going to be going off like crazy. You're going to just. I keep saying that. You're going to have power for days, and so you're not going to survive terribly long. But you need to take down as many other people as possible while you can.
Yeah, exactly. Which feels very Green Goblin. Which makes me think, I know it's completely breaking the rules, Norbert, but I think we should jump ahead to Glider Ram now.
Okay. This is only on his backside. Yeah, it's only on his backside. Yes. Yeah. It costs 3 power. Okay, but you have lots of power. This character is thrown medium. It does not suffer damage if it collides with another character or terrain feature, but the superpower can only be used once per turn. So basically, it's a pounce, right? But
it's
medium on a medium base is far.
It's a big pounce. It used to be a lot better because he's size 3 and it used to deal 4 damage, but now it'll only deal 3, but that's whatever. It's just nice. It's just a bit of movement, right? It's a bit of extra damage. He throws himself into the target, which is cool, so they have to start dodging. I like this. I like this a lot. He can definitely get to where he wants to. He loses hit and run on this side is the thing. So he can't move around as much. So he uses Glider Ram now to move around while also hitting people. So I think there's a good chance that this guy flips and has 9 power because of Unstable Psyche. So you can then Glider Ram and then use Night the Goblin twice. That's not bad.
Yeah. Oh, that's a really good point. For 9 power, you could do all 3 things. Yeah, that sounds nasty. Okay, cool. But let's get back to his front side. So on the front side, he doesn't have the Glider Ram over the Unstable Psyche. What he does have is a active superpower called Hit and Run, which is only costs 2, and basically it costs an action. But what happens is that you make an attack action, and then you can make a move action. So you hit something and then run away theoretically, or move forward somewhere. Yeah, can only be used once per turn.
This is really good as well because you can do the move happens once you have full knowledge of what just happened. Yeah. So you can throw a pumpkin bomb with hit and run, and then see how much damage you did. If you did a bunch of damage and now you can spend her, then you can use the move to get closer and then use Night of the Goblin. Or if it went badly and you want to get out of there, you can just move away. So you have like full knowledge when you decide where to move.
Yeah, it's a really good point. Star-Lord has this and uses it to great effect amongst a whole bunch of other characters. Yeah. And the last superpower he's got is a reactive one called Trick or Treat. It costs 3 power. When an enemy character ends in advance or is placed within 4 of this character, so very far away, this character may use the superpower. Choose an interactive terrain feature of size 3 or less within 2 of the enemy character that was advanced or placed. Destroy that terrain feature, and the enemy character suffers a collision as if he'd been thrown into it. So basically 3 damage now in today's...
As if it was thrown into them.
Money.
Yeah, this is cool because tables are, tend to be more covered in terrain, right?
Yeah.
So there's lots of little size 1s and 2s around that do this.
Yeah. So it's essentially doing the same thing as Glider Ram, but it's dependent on characters coming towards you as opposed to Glider Ram, which is theoretically you're moving into them. But it's really good.
Sure.
Size being within range 4 and is really good, and size terrain features of size 3 or less. That's a lot of the game right now. So I think my point is I think this is going to happen a lot. Provided he has power, you're going to have to deal with these collisions.
If you're new to the game, this superpower, I'd recommend just ignoring it for the first few games because there's quite a lot of thought that needs to go into this and planning. But this is kind of, once you've mastered Green Goblin, this is where kind of a lot of the skill comes in. We've seen some people do some really great stuff with these kinds of effects, like tricks and traps and stuff. Like our local Spider-Foes player, Archie, from Cable's Conquest, loves a trap house list and uses this to great effect. So I'd say this is hard to remember and hard to figure out how it works, but once you master it, you're gonna have a lot of fun with this. Yeah,
you're right, Jamie. That's a really good point. Trick or treat can be kind of tricky to pull off.
Yeah, nice.
Or to do it right. So, but you'll get there. And I think it is actually an important part of his kit eventually.
Yeah.
But, take things in stages. This is a complicated character. Overall, I think he's really cool. I'm not sure what it is that people are, not using him more regularly. So,
yeah, I think he's fine. He's good. I think the leadership is a little bit slept on. It's better than people think, right?
Yeah.
I mean, people will always remember when you use leadership and then they roll into a success anyway. But that's just going to happen. That's just what it is. I think it's good. It's good leadership. He's a decent leader. He has a good kit for a leader, right? He can stay out of trouble, and then when you need him to, hopefully he's injured, got loads of power, and he can kind of put his foot on the pedal and
Agreed. Okay, he comes with, I found a card that's attached to him.
Yeah.
Called Well-Laid Plans. This one's a little, I don't know if it's in the box or not, but...
So it is in the box, but it's awkward because you can't play it.
Okay, yeah, that was where I was getting to, because it is a team-up card, and we're always a little leery of the team-up cards, so let's see if this one's any better. It's an unaffiliated card, it's active, but you need Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus, which could be either type, I think, then, right? Or no. The other one's, this is not his alter ego, right? It actually uses...
Yeah, it's not Sinister Scientist or whatever that's called. This is the original Dr. Octopus.
One. Yeah, which is also, now it's already even more suspect. Oh my goodness! They each have to spend 3 power to play this card. Oh boy! Roll 5 dice for each enemy character holding an objective token. The enemy character suffers 1 damage for each crit or wild result rolled, and a character damaged in this way drops all objective tokens it is holding. The player playing this card chooses the order in which enemy characters are affected. Well, I have to say that second half of it is really, really tempting to take this card with, but it's got a lot of hoops that you need to roll through.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the first hoop, right, it being having to take Dr. Octopus and Green Goblin.
Yeah.
Doc Ock's okay, though. He's fine. He's got the whole wild counts double thing, but he's also in a different box, so you have to buy
that's the problem. I think the biggest problem. But he's affiliated, right? So he's going to help you.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is fine. It's
3 each, though? That's 6 power.
6 power is a lot. Yeah, and Green Goblin can definitely spend his power, as we've gone over.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm thinking about this like the artwork shows this against Web Warriors, right? Where they've all run away with the extracts, and you can use this and hopefully make them drop it.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So I think you take this into games where you expect them to be running away with points quite a lot.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, if you can capitalize on it, it's really good. Especially like say towards the end of a round when they can't do anything about it, they're just on the floor. Then that's really good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's more the Doc Ock thing.
Yeah, it is a bit awkward.
And you have to do damage now with 5 dice. It's pretty likely, but
5 dice crit wild, not guaranteed. That is a theme, by the way, of this entire affiliation. It's like smart, like harebrained schemes that don't always work. That is totally the vibe, right?
Yeah.
So that just lean into that, role play it a bit. They have this genius plan, well laid plan, but it doesn't always pull off. So that is just what they do.
If I'm doing this right on Jarvis's protocol, 5 die roll has a 50% chance almost of getting a crit result, and it says 53% for a wild result. Should be the same amount, wouldn't you think? Because it's only on one face. But anyway,
yeah.
So it's 50-50 per face, though, right? So maybe it gets higher. I don't know how that works.
Maths. I don't know. Don't tell me the odds.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. But that's his only card, at least name card. Shall we carry on with the next character?
Yeah, next character.
Oof, this is...
I knew you'd get a bit more excited about this one. That's why I paired these up, because I was like, Norbert will start with a lull, and then we'll get really excited about his big boy in the second half.
Oh, gosh. So it's Rhino. We're alluding to Rhino. Real quick, though, do you think he's as popular as he once was?
Oh, this is a whole thing. I don't know if I really want to get into it on this podcast because, we're aimed at newer people, and when this episode comes out, the new core rules, they'll just be the new core. They'll be the new rules. They'll just be the rules that they are. They're not new anymore. So I don't know. There's a lot of back and forth about this with Rhino because the collision damage has changed, so people think he now does less damage, but people then say, well, his job was never to do damage. His job was to run around the board. And,
right.
It's the whole thing. So I don't know. His card got nerfed, but it had to get nerfed. It's still incredible. It changes his playstyle slightly. So I don't know. I think he's still fantastic. What do you think?
I agree. I don't think anything's changed about him and what he was for. I just wonder, maybe there's just more characters in the game now and people's attention has been spread thinner. But he was everywhere for a time, to the point where you couldn't find his box. You couldn't buy it. It was mystical.
Extinct.
Yeah, it's extinct.
Actually extinct, yeah.
So, things have changed. But let's get into it. Let's see what the people think when they hear us review this guy, if he warrants being so slept on. Okay, reason why he's so popular is not only is he in Spider Foes, but he's in the Criminal Syndicate. And he's really useful in the Criminal Syndicate because of his stealing capability.
Yeah.
Essentially. And also going around and being on points where he has no business being from the other side of the board kind of a situation.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're newer to this game as well, you might think, he only moves short. But the way that the MCP measurements work, large base, short move is quite a way. It's pretty fast. And the fact that he places, we'll get to that in a minute, but he places after each of his attacks, he is one of the fastest characters in the game. He can get anywhere he wants.
I was playing against Curtis. at the beachfront. No, what is it? Beachhead tournament. And his Rhino was literally in the corner of a board, and then he moved it to the far side of a square scenario of secures. Yeah. And to get a point. It was really annoying. And because it just doesn't seem like he can get that far, but he can. So let's get into him. He is got 3 physical defense. Well, first of all, his name.
Sorry, when you said let's get into him, I've just got that Jim Carrey scene in my head.
Which one?
Ace Ventura.
Oh, okay.
That might be a if you know, you know moment.
That is an old.
You say reference. Let's get into him, and it's a Rhino. Sorry, that was.
The core it's funny you say that. Didn't he get his powers by getting into a suit of some kind, and then it got melded to him permanently?
There's some sort of Rhino suit thing in the lore. Yeah, something like that. It's Paul Giamatti in there or something. Yeah,
but how does he poop? Where does the
comes out of the horn, you idiot?
No, you don't think he's got those old timey the 2 buttons on the butt that kind of flops down? Does he?
Yeah, a little flap. Yeah, that makes sense.
Does he have one of them?
Yeah, that's definitely what it is actually.
Okay, his name is Alexei. Sitesevich. Sitasevich.
Sisevich.
Okay. Sisevich. That sounds Irish to me. You think it's Irish?
I think he might be Russian, maybe.
You think?
Yeah. I've got an inkling.
Okay. He has 3 physical defense, 3 energy defense, but only 2 mystic defense because he's a little crazy.
He's a little. Oh, that's the whole thing. Goblin has 5 because he's crazy. Rhino has 2 because he's crazy.
He's a little crazy.
Mystic defense is the most wildly. We don't understand what it's for in this game. It's either for stupid people, which is like I think Rhino. That's why he's 2. Right. It's for like, I guess, mentally vulnerable people like Logan. That's why he's 2.
Okay. Yeah.
But then you can also just be mad and have 5 or 4, like, Green Goblin and Sabretooth. But the one that gets me, I'm just going to do my once per episode soapbox moment, Norbert. The one that gets me is Cyclops. Why does Cyclops have 3 mystic defense? Considering his, 2 main love interests, actually maybe 3 if you include Madeline Pryor, are psychics. Mm. Surely that means he has a weakness to psychics, so he should be 2 mystic, right? Or it means that he has lots of experience with psychics, right? He had a psychic affair with one of them, so he should have 4 mystic defense. You know what I mean? I just feel like 3 is just they've missed the theme there. It should be one or the other.
It's anti-mutant gang.
Anti-mutant gang strikes again.
Yep, that's it. Okay, he's got 7 hit points on his front side. He does drop down to 6 on his back side. Sorry if I didn't mention it, he's 4th threat. Excitingly, he is size 4 on a large base, but as you mentioned, he only moves short. I would say for what people would think of this model, if they look at him, you say, oh, this is big brawler, big beefy guy. And then they look at his stat line and he's like, ooh, this stat line is certainly the physical one. Seems a little not great.
Yeah. A little low. 7 hit points is juicy, but for sure. And you got to pair it up with Rhino Hide, right?
Oh, yes. Okay, so Rhino Hide is basically damage reduction 1. When this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, reduce the amount suffered by 1 to a minimum of 1. So yes, that's a good point.
Yeah. He can stick around a little longer than you think.
Yeah. But he isn't that hard to take down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he could definitely go down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And remarkably, that 6 hit point one hurts a lot more than you'd think as well, for some reason. I feel a lot safer when he's got 7. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Compared to when he's got 6.
Yeah, that's fair. And if he ever gets caught in front of a Mystic Attacker, it is bad news.
Yeah.
I've sent Magic off hunting rhinos a few times.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That's classic. Yeah. Now, he used to be a big bowling ball problem with him on your team. People would toss him around and that used to do 5 damage into your own characters. And it was
that's a good point.
Really scary. Now that's not such a thing anymore, which is, a glow up for him.
Yeah, that's interesting. He's not such a liability anymore.
That's right. Yeah, because max damage would be 3 instead of 5. That's huge. Really big. So good. That's good. Okay, let's get into his attacks then. Oh, wait. He only has 1. Weird. It's called a Gore, which is nice. It is physical, and it's range 3, and it is only 5 dice. This is a real mutant type of attack. It doesn't cost anything. It's his builder, so he'll get power equal to the damage dealt. However, this is key. Before damage is dealt, place this character within 1 of the target character.
Yes. Wow. Before damage is dealt, which is the most guaranteed of timings.
Yeah. Yeah.
So even if you KO someone, you'll still place.
So to get to the chase of this, you sometimes will attack people, in quotes, attack, not to actually do any damage, but merely to surfboard your way across the board, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, you play Rhino more than I do. You tell me.
All the time. I mean, that was the key. Is like if he had power, he would do these attacks and flip points like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah,
because he would bounce around anywhere he wanted to, off of, like a pinball kind of off of all your different characters. Yeah, and the larger your side bases were, the more advantageous it is for him.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's the key to learning Rhino, right? Is really doing the attacks and then seeing really how far he can go.
Yes.
What points he can get to that other large bases can't get to. He's super fast.
Yeah, because it's remarkable how a range 3 attack plus the size of a base, and then his own base being so big, he flies across the board. It's really hard to comprehend unless you see it yourself.
And I mean, that was the thing, right? When this is why we don't like hot takes in MCP, because when Rhino came out, everyone said he was terrible because you saw his card first before we'd got him on the table. And, it was pretty unanimous, right? People saying how bad he was. And then he came out and he was in every list.
Yeah.
He's exceptionally good. It's one of those. Sometimes on Across the Bifrost, we say, I think this is a character we have to get on the table first.
Yeah.
That is our alarm bells ringing of like, remember Rhino? Remember how wrong we were about Rhino?
Now, of course, this ability also has drawbacks. You have to be concerned about, if you're sitting on a point and don't want to move, that's not going to happen. If you're going to try to put himself down on somewhere that you want to be within one of the target, but you don't quite fit because you've got a big base, you have to put it in a less than ideal place. So, there are some drawbacks to it. But honestly, the surfing ability is unreal and something you need to master if you want to use this character well.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. Let us get into his superpowers, of which he has many, and they're exciting. So for 3 power, you can do an active superpower called Stampede. This character is pushed medium. That's it. It pushes medium. Oh, also, when it hits something a size 2 or smaller, you don't stop movement like normal. Instead, that terrain feature gets destroyed, and you can keep moving until you finish the push or you hit something bigger than that. Also, the next time it makes the Rhino makes a gore attack this turn, you can add 2 dice to the attack roll. You can only use this once per turn. I find that those extra 2 dice never, ever, ever, ever help me. So don't do this to get 2 extra dice. Please.
Yeah, you're doing this for mobility, right?
Yeah, this is another move essentially, and it's huge. Medium,
it's huge. Medium on a large base is a massive move. Yeah, and then I find that people are usually using it to then line up a gore to go even further.
Yeah,
so this is just mobility, and the extra dice are just extra, sprinkles.
Yep, exactly. Other superpower, active one, is called Nobody Ever Accused the Rhino of Good Manners. This costs 3 power as well. Choose an interactive terrain feature of size 4 or less within 2 and throw it medium. It can only be used once per turn. So, yeah, he wants to throw terrain around everywhere.
Yeah, this is good. I think that there's a bit of a question mark around, is this worth 3 power now that all collision is 3 damage? But this still gives you access to like being able to throw a size 4,
right?
Which is a big deal. So I think this is still good, and Rhino is fine at generating power. So yeah, this is okay.
Okay, you say that, but what are the pointers I wanted to give the audience was, he kind of relies on getting attacked and damaged to get that power.
Yes, because his builder gore isn't great, right?
No, it isn't. And so you need to tempt people or coerce them somehow into getting to attack him. But KG players will try to leave him alone. And he'll do damage and he'll throw some stuff around. But if he doesn't get like pumped up, like ideally he wants like 6 power a turn because then he can stampede and throw something, and that's ideal.
Yeah.
But he only gets that really when he gets beaten up a bit, which, like I said, is up to the opponent, not you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we'll probably talk about it more when we get to his tactics card, but I think you want to be grabbing an extract with this guy at the start of the game.
Yep. Oh, so to cause people to want to attack him.
Yeah, encourage them to attack him. And there's another reason why, which we'll go on to. But yeah, I think it's fine to grab an extract at the start, and then they have to attack him, and like you say, nobody gets loads of power, then he can get his full kit online and do some crazy stuff.
Cool. He's got aggressive, which is an innate superpower where after the attack target of this character is resolved, if he suffers damage, you can advance short towards the attacking character. So adds to his mobility theme.
Makes it hard to get off points, right?
Yeah,
really
exactly.
Hard to get off points because it's already hard enough to displace a size 4, and if you push this guy, you can just aggressive back on.
Yep, that's right. He's got Ornery, another innate superpower. When this character is damaged by an enemy or allied effect, after the effect is resolved, it is not dazed. He gains an extra power.
If it's not dazed, yeah.
If he's not dazed, yeah.
Yeah, this is really cool, right?
Right, but again, it depends on being damaged.
Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing is you could throw an enemy into your own Rhino. He'll have to dodge, but to potentially get extra power from it.
Yeah, which is kind of cute.
Kind of cute, I guess.
Kind of cool, actually. To be fair, actually, his tactics card, this is a robbery, which I keep burying the lead on. But if you want him to be within range 1 of you, maybe you can throw someone into him. Then they'll be in range 1. He'll get a bunch of power and he can use it on them.
Yeah.
That's pretty stupid and niche. But yeah, like this is mainly for when he gets attacked, he then gets bonus power as long as he's still alive.
I just find it funny that you don't usually see an ability triggered off an allied effect through damage.
Yeah, weird, right?
Yeah. And it just kind of occurred to me just now. So that's like,
I used it for some sneaky stuff in Hellfire Club.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can use the leadership to damage Rhino.
Yes.
And then Emma gets healed. And Rhino loses the power, but he then gains it again because of Ornery.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's some sneaky stuff. That was how I used to do the whole Thanos Cabal stuff, because you need Emma to have her shield mind online straight away.
Right. Right.
So yeah, there's some stuff here. We're going into the niche, the weeds of it. I think this episode is aimed at people that just got the starter set. But basically, it means when you get punched, you get more power, and that's cool.
Yeah. Cool. He has 2 cards that he comes with. So let's go to the big one, which is, frankly, I can't imagine not having this card in your roster.
This is the most stapled on card in the game.
Yeah, that's a great way of putting it.
If you're taking Rhino, you're taking This Is a Robbery. There's no question about it.
Yeah. But you didn't say it right. Well, when you play this card, how do you have to say it?
This is a robbery.
This is a robbery.
Stick 'em up.
Yeah. If you don't do that, then you're doing your opponent a disservice.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
You should be ashamed.
Yeah.
You're bad. And you need to think about your life choices. Okay, so what's happening with this card? It's unaffiliated. He takes it wherever he goes, and it's active. During his activation, he can spend 4 power to play this card. Choose an enemy character within 1 that is holding an objective token. The chosen character drops any objective tokens it is holding. Then Rhino throws that character away. Not away. Just he throws the character medium.
Huge.
Yeah. It's fantastic. First of all, it's thematic as heck.
Yeah.
You're actually literally robbing him.
Yeah. You're mugging him. Like, give me your stuff. I'm going to throw you over there.
I know. Exactly. Now, there's 2 points about this. You have to, even though it says you have to spend 4 to play this card, you really want to play this card when you have 5 power.
Good point. Yeah.
Because you want to do the card, but you don't actually get to pick it up. You have to actually then have another power to actually pick up the token if that's what you want to do, which is often the case. So that's the problem. And as we talked about earlier, he doesn't make power up himself terribly well. People know that you're going to play this card, and so they don't want to give him power to play the card. And so you might be at their mercy to not have enough power to play this when you want to.
Yeah, I think that's why it's key to pick up an extract within round 1, right? And you pick up an extract, and then you go, well, if you don't attack me, I'm going to score this point for the rest of the game. If you do attack me, I'm definitely going to have the power to use robbery to get it back. Yeah. Which is an amazing play pattern for him.
Yeah, really good point. The other part about this, though, is often when I'm desperate, to be fair, but sometimes not, I have used it strictly to throw somebody away from me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet against the right character that works, right?
Yeah, sure.
Immortal Hulk or something. Quite
scary. Yeah, exactly. Immortal Hulk, Thanos in the day, things like that.
That's interesting. Big brain stuff.
So don't discount it from that point of view, but you definitely want to maximize your potential with it, with actually getting the token.
Yeah, for sure. We like to caveat most things on Across the Bifrost with, we're not the best players in the world, but it's what we think. But one thing I'm damn sure of is you take this card every single time you play Rhino.
Yeah, for sure.
There's no question about it. So you can take that as an Across the Bifrost guarantee.
Okay. If you played Rhino without this card, you will win a free
free boxes. You have to rob them off me. If you play it without this card. I did once play a game against AJ. This was many years ago when we were both pretty bad at the game. And I played around robbery the entire game. I was so scared of robbery getting played. I was like, I need to do this. Just stay away from Rhino here. And I finally couldn't run away any longer, as you can't from Rhino. He always catches up with you, right?
Yeah.
Rhino eventually ran up to me, went to grab my extract off me. I was like, oh God, he's going to play the card. And AJ looked down and realized he hadn't brought the card. So both of us have been playing as if he had it and he didn't have it. I feel like I lost double there. I'm pretty sure he just dazed my character anyway and took it off them. So,
okay.
Bad. But yeah, this card is stapled to the character card.
Yeah, it's real fun. Okay, he does have another card, which I've never ever seen played. But that might be a way to win a free box.
I've played this card.
Oh, yeah?
I've won an event with this card.
Oh, whoa, look at you.
I know, yeah.
Oh, okay, let's read the card and I want to hear that story. It's called Rhino in a China Shop, unaffiliated, active card. Rhino may play this card at the beginning of his activation. The next attack Rhino makes this activation adds dice equal to the combined size of all terrain features destroyed this activation. At the end of his activation, Rhino suffers 2 damage. Yeah, exciting. So let me guess, did you stampede through a bunch of stuff?
So we actually I did this with Tom Brown. We did it in a 2v2 tournament, and our whole list was based around, I was playing Magneto, so that's how long ago it was. That was my first ever team. And we were like, our goal for each game is to destroy as much terrain as possible. We're not even going to win. We're just going to just smash stuff. And we played Rhino with Rhino in a China Shop. We played Juggernaut, who was charging through stuff. It was great. We had loads of fun. And we accidentally won the event. And this card got played every game. And it's a lot of fun.
It does seem like a lot of fun. But I mean, the point is you need to... Well, actually, I take this back. With the new terrain rules or guidance, there's a lot more terrain on the table. So maybe
Exactly.
he'll blow up a lot more than he used to.
Yeah, I mean, he destroys us. Yeah, he stampedes through a bunch of stuff. Like if there's a ton of size 2s, which people are trying to do to their tables now, you know what? If you stampede, here's a medium move, so you could easily get through, let's say, 3 size 2s. You know, a bunch of cars and stuff. Maybe a size 1. That's what?
Yeah.
That's like 100 dice.
Yeah. Well, okay. 3 2s would be 6 dice. But then you could throw something up to size 4. So if you're playing in the sprinkers, that's 10 extra dice.
Yeah. It's cool. I mean, obviously, we've already talked about this isn't Rhino's job. His job is not to do damage.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
This is definitely fun. If you like smashing terrain, and if your board is covered in terrain, I think you'll have a lot of fun playing this card.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I think we should just wrap up this episode by saying how...
I think we should. Before you do that, I'm sorry. I want to bring back Sleeve or Heave It.
Oh, okay. No, wait. But okay. Wait. I just want to say how sweet these sculpts are. Actually,
okay,
that's all I wanted to say. All I want to say is that the Rhino and Green Goblin, amongst other spider foes, for some reason, whoever sculpted the spider foes was clearly a fan because
the animated show.
It's a labor of love.
Yeah.
I mean, amazing.
Yeah.
And both of these are particularly good examples of how beautiful these models are.
Yeah, for sure. I love them, and I love judging a Green Goblin smoke plume. That's a hard thing to paint, and some of them look incredible. So, yeah.
Agreed.
Good
okay.
job.
Should we do Sleeve It or Heave It?
Can I try it again? Try and summon the music?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sleeve or Heave It!
Sleeve it or heave it, take it or leave it. Sleeve it or heave it, can't you believe it?
There we go. Nice. All right. I brought a card that is in this box because not all these cards are tied to characters, Norbert, so I wanted to bring this one up just so it has a chance to shine. Sinister Traps.
Sinister. Oh my goodness! How could we forget this card?
Staple. We got to start the series off with this card. Sinister Traps. And I read these cards, don't I? It's been a while since we've done it. Okay, cool. I can read it. Sinister Traps is a Spider Foes card. It is reactive. Any allied character may play this card during the power phase, and it costs nothing. So actually, that's a pointless line because it doesn't matter. You play it. You can play it in the first power phase. Choose an objective token. The first time a character, that's any character, so yours or theirs, ends a movement within 2 of that objective token, roll 5 dice. The moving character suffers 1 damage for each crit, wild, or hit result in the roll. If the character suffered damage, it is pushed short. The character's opponent resolves this push.
Yeah.
So basically, you slam a trap down on any objective, any secure or extract, doesn't matter which, on the table. And if someone moves within 2 of it, it blows up and they take the damage and get pushed.
Yeah. It's a great card. It is one of the defining Spider Foes cards.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying. I can't tell you how aggravating this card is.
Yes.
Which is what makes people happy, when they play it.
It's extremely Spider Foes, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is. It's right up their street.
Yeah. It's very cool, and I think there's really smart ways to play it. I think try not to overthink it. Just chuck it on one of your opponent's objectives, and that's it. Some people put it in the middle, and then what I used to do is I'd love going with Juggernaut, double moving, and then playing. Do you know who I am? To throw a Spider Foe into their own trap. That was like the favorite thing to do in the world, and that felt very Spider Foesy as well. That their plan had fallen through. But yeah, I think just slamming this on your opponent's like home secure could often mess up their plan quite badly. I play a lot of X-Men, and X-Men have plans on how to safe grab everything in the game. But if there's a trap in the middle, it's like, oh, the whole plan has changed now because that bomb's going to blow up.
Yeah, it's also good for extracts because you get pushed away from the extracts. You won't be able to pick it up.
Yeah, pretty cool.
So it depends on where that extract is, but yeah, it could be a problem. So it's really fun. Yeah, if you have to double move up to an extract at the beginning of the game, and then this gets off, you're screwed. You're not going to get that extract.
It's really bad. That's a dream scenario for Spider Foes, right?
Yeah.
Be careful for characters that have healing factor because you're essentially giving them free power here. Because they'll probably take 2 damage from this card, and they'll heal it off and then have some power. So be careful with that. But yeah, it's very good. It's a staple. It's very fun. I think you'll have a lot of fun playing it.
Also collectible. Apparently, it's got 4 different artwork back.
Oh, cool!
Yeah, look at that.
That's fun. Try and collect them all. Got to catch them all.
Got to catch them all.
I've got a really niche rule for this one, Norbert. You'll like this.
All right.
So let's say you're playing on hammers, right? And you've put your large base abomination in front of your hammer.
Yep.
I'll put sinister traps on your hammer,
Yeah.
and then you're not going to move. You just pick it up.
Yeah.
So you don't move. So you don't trigger the trap. You pick up the
Right.
extract.
Right.
The token technically is still attached to the extract.
Okay.
So later on in the game, when you eventually drop the extract, it will drop with the sinister trap still on it. Which I think is hilarious.
That is hilarious. That's even that's like big brain spider foeing.
I don't know
it's like
if
second
that's
level.
good or bad for spider foes. This is what I love. Yeah.
That is so funny.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, cool. Oh, good. This is a good way to do these cards in this box. Thanks for doing that.
We'll slowly get through them all.
Okay. Folks, join our Discord. Tell us everything we got wrong. Tell us everything about how wonderful these characters are. And yeah, I think that's it, right?
I agree. Have a fun time laying out all your genius traps, and then the dice go bad.
And tell us all about it on the Discord, about your most ingenious trap setting and how that went down.
Please tell us.
Okay, until next time, cheers and happy gaming.